and give them a hand. This looks good. I think best if you introduce yourself and I go sit down and enjoy. The only thing is you got 8 minutes, so if you see someone moving there, then it's me. Good luck, Group A.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We would like to invite you on a journey. Today, we stand here blindfolded, not knowing what the future will look like. The quest of today is to find an answer to the question as to how we can prepare for a future we cannot see and do not know.
I was supposed to be a lawyer, but after 4 years of law school and an internship, I found out that being a lawyer was just not for me. How can education provide guidance towards finding your purpose in life?
I'm a neuroscientist, and I've brought this brain with me today to illustrate that we learn with the whole brain. This fascinating organ integrates information from all different brain areas and has endless capacities, while in our current educational system, we only stimulate part of it.
Well, I'm Chinese. While I was studying in China, I feel all my creativity and autonomy was blocked by the education system. I think those are very important for the new future.
So, apparently the world is radically changing. What shall we do about that? Well, let's ask the expert, Daniel Pink, ladies and gentlemen.
And if we really want to get out of this economic mess, and if we really want high performance on those definitional tasks of the 21st century, the solution is not to do more of the wrong things, to entice people with a sweeter carrot or threaten them with a sharper stick. We need a whole new approach. The good news about all this is that the scientists who've been studying motivation have given us this new approach. It's an approach built much more around intrinsic motivation, around the desire to do things because they matter, because we like it, because they're interesting, because they're part of something important. And to my mind, that new operating system for our businesses revolves around 3 elements: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy, the urge to direct our own lives. Mastery, the desire to get better and better at something that matters. And purpose, the yearning to do what we do in the service of something larger than ourselves.
We agree. We thought that with the elements of autonomy, mastery, and purpose, we could recreate our higher education system to prepare the people for a responsible and purposeful life after their studies, unlocking the vast potential that is still left there. Shoshana, could you give us some highlights of the visions, please?
Sure. So, as Daniel Pink said, autonomy is the desire to direct one's own life and to seek your own future. This is critical to allowing the individual to develop as a whole. This also means fighting your demons and finding your true strengths. At the Perfect University, students will not only be allowed to follow courses of their own choosing, but also to choose from courses that are designed to develop them as a human being. Moving towards greater autonomy, as first steps, we will have we will allow students to have coaches and tutors that will help them to seek their progress not through grades, but through interaction and coaching. Mastery is an essential component of all education systems. However, matching talents, desires, and knowledge is often a tricky task. When I stood here 5 months ago, I told the judges that I was going to be the first female president of the United States. Who here didn't want to be a Superman when they were young? But here I am in front of you, and it's kind of more like Clark Kent. But what's wrong with Clark Kent, right? But the problem is that our education system today doesn't allow for these sorts of changes. We stick to a plan that we've made. The point is that education lacks prototyping. That is, the progress of building and testing of a model and returning to the drawing board to improve upon it. With professional prototyping, students will not spend 3 years planning to be something that they don't even know they like. From day one, they will be encouraged, even required, to seek out internships, community volunteer work, anything that might allow them to find their true selves. And only after the first 2 years will they be required to seek a particular focus. That is, to find and define their personal purpose. Finally, in the introductory year, students will be introduced to the big questions in life. And then we ensure that the following years are highly multidisciplinary, just as the problems that we face in society are. And finally, we believe that a university should extend beyond its physical boundaries to include the community and environment in which it exists. Through societal internships, the university will create a shared value experience. The possibilities are endless. So now we've described to you a small set of our perfect university and a small portion of our super students. But does this actually work in reality? Well, today we tried out some of these ideas with you. Today we did the marshmallow challenge in our workshop. And we discovered the great features of prototyping. Prototyping is about trial and error. Think how many times have you tried to plan something perfectly, and how many times did it go 100% as planned? Case in point. The challenge is to try and find something a little bit different, to try and do something a little bit different. We challenge you to do a little less conversation and a little more action.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've now shared our vision with you. You've even co-created it. So now, it's time to take action. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take action right here, right now. Join us. Thank you very much on behalf of Group A.
Many thanks, many thanks. Great group. The best so far, I would say. Thanks a lot. I was impressed, and I saw the jury was too.